I'd
Okay.
probably sit with you rather than have it in the ethers.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, it's just because Thursday's a little dicey whether I can get on time or not. So
Sure.
I'm trying to move the schedule around, but it's
Welcome, everybody. Great to have you in the room with us today. And Evelyn Walders and I are so excited that you want to know more about what a soulpreneur can do to support their businesses vibrationally. And did you know that we accidentally picked today as the launch day, and it's International Sound Healing Day today?
Huh.
We are in the flow, aren't we? So our goal is to introduce you to the concept that businesses have an energy field and that vibrational healing can be offered in order for your own business to grow more easily and be more successful. And over the 3 days together, you're going to learn about the basis of a sound healing system that Evelyn's developed over 25 years. And you'll experience sensations offered by vibrational energy as we share a healing experience to participate in every day. And today, we're going to share a way to increase the vibration of any goal you wish, which you can use at home anytime you would like. And tomorrow, we will reveal a new and easier process to find and release energy blockages in order for your business to thrive. So please, Evelyn, welcome. Tell the group a little bit about yourself.
Well, we had that slide, intention plus vibration equals manifestation, and I thought I'd launch the sort of the idea of my training and my journey with just that. The intention, we learned that in professional kinesiology practice by setting a goal, maybe finding out where the body's not working appropriately, and then offering it some sort of a healing with vibration. It could be body touching, it could be working with vibrational remedies, homeopathy, flower essences. And then the whole end result is to make change, to manifest. And so when Denise and I were working with this branding, if you will, I just popped out of my head, intention plus vibration equals manifestation. And that's what we want to do today with you. We're going to set a goal. That'll be our intention. Today, we're going to work with just us. We're working with our 7 senses. I'll explain that in a little bit. And then on day 2, we'll get more into the sound essence vibrational remedies. I'll tell you a few stories about how the meridian essences were made and the chakra essences. But tomorrow, we're going to bring your goal, a personal goal, in place and shift that through 3 dimensions of sound essence. And then finally on day 3, we're going to bring out the business energy balance, and we're using some kind of like a game where we've got your name on a wheel and then we spin it and then we find the lucky person that wins the balance for the presentation. And so we'll walk that person through the business systems, find out where the weak link is, and then support it with the sound essence vibrational remedies to offer change. So that's our schedule. My background, oh my gosh, started off with reflexology, wanted to learn more. I took a touch for health class. I didn't like it very much. And then the teacher insisted that I come back for level 2, and she was smart because after level 2, I understood energy a little bit better. You see, my background is in engineering, so I was completely left-brained. So it took a while for the brain to catch on, and I launched into right brain and became a Touch for Health instructor, then went on to the PKP, and today I'm the registrar for the Kinesiology College of Canada, teaching a 4-year diploma program in energy medicine. And along the way, the sound essences have shown me really the different levels of vibration. And to date, we've got 5 different vibrations. How would you say, maybe levels of energy systems: the meridians, the chakras, the auric field band, the toroidal field, and the hologram. And from what I see out there, there's not a lot of systems that can offer you 5 dimensions and give you a balance in just a few minutes with the 5 dimensions. So that's a little bit about my background. Anything else you want to add to that, Denise? You want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, really, I met you in what I would call an advanced class after I finished my Touch for Health kinesiology training. And I've been, since then, I started a clinic about the year 2000, and I've been internationally certified several systems that use muscle testing and created the muscle tuner system. And I just adore supporting people in the clinic and watching them bounce past my window on the way to the car on their way after a session, because I just can't imagine doing anything differently. That's about me. I've gone down a rabbit hole. I've gone really wide, learned a lot of neurologically based courses. I used to be a project coordinator. I used to be an executive assistant. So I got skills in the business world, and now I'm blending them to be here with you.
Well, thank you, Denise. That was, I'll tell you more about what happened with Denise and I for us to bring this together. But, oh, actually, I think I get to do that now. Just a minute. Let's see. So, yeah, so Denise and I have been friends. We've been conference roommates since I think 2000, and we've always just stayed connected. Denise's training and her understanding of energy systems has always been a place where I've been able to reflect back from. And I have a few of those women in my world that I can do that with. I'm very blessed that way. But it was last fall, and Denise says, you know, what do you think, Ev? Do you think our business has an energy? So I never thought of that before. She said, well, think about it. I was like, oh, do you think it has its own auric field band? Do you think it has its own electromagnetic field? I wonder. And that's how it all started. And so she built a spreadsheet, and I got to use the essences to balance what we found on the spreadsheet. And when my very first client was Denise, because she designed it, and I did it. And because I know her so well, and we honed in, I think there's 430 different aspects of the business we can hone in on, finding the intention, right?
It's actually over 340 and climbing.
There's my dyslexia. Didn't I say 430? So 340. And we honed in an area that I would have never suspected with Denise. And I said, how does that fit for your business? And she thought about it for a few minutes, and then she talked about it. And then finally we added the vibration. And in that moment, I could just see all the things go shift, 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 chip, chip, chip. And I saw the eyes light up, and it was like, what? And she started verbalizing her new perspective, and I just knew that we had something from that moment on. And so I couldn't wait to invite, I'm surrounded by students and fellow practitioners. So anybody that would come in the door, I says, do you want an energy balance on your business? And they'd like, sure. So we practiced a lot this year. And then finally, we just said, okay, we got to get our big girl pants on, and we got to tell the world about it. So thank you for being here to help us spread the word with that.
Absolutely. Right. Evelyn, when you did that balance for me, I really connected. I really believed I would achieve what I wanted, because you asked me for a goal for my business. And when it was done, I was bursting out of my skin. I couldn't wait to see the magic start to happen. I had a couple ideas of things I could smooth in my business, but I had the vibrational support that was already dissolving all that, and magic started to happen. And I've seen that happening when I've been offering this business energy reading to other soulpreneurs. I've seen them glow, just absolutely glow every single time. And many of them have consistently said, wow, I can't come up with another word, but I feel just so empowered. So it's just been a pleasure to make this happen. And I'm going to share a slide and make a request if it's good for you. And if it's not, that's okay. It's kind of clunky having to do this. But do you see this slide that's very pretty, and it talks a little bit about what we do? And if you would like to win the hot seat on day 3, just be here, participate. So far, all of you have done great. You shared where you're from, why you're here. And if you would like to take a screenshot, if you know how, we'd love for you to post this on your social media and help us. And we'll know you've done that if you put hashtag, and I'll drop that in the chat right now. No, I can't do it because I'm sharing, but in a minute, I'm going to drop in the, or Evelyn, can you go hashtag business code breaker?
I'm going to leave that for you for later.
Okay, it's all together. And that way we're going to scan the social media platforms, and every time we see somebody's posted that, your name goes in the draw for an extra chance to win the business balance. Next, the categories you're going to see, we're covering 7 different categories in the business system. And I think I'll bring that. No, gee, where am I going, Evelyn? I've lost track. No, that was basically all I wanted to say. I'm sorry.
You could leave that up for a minute. That's just a nice reminder of what we're doing today. So I was giving Denise the experience, and that is going to be my job with you guys for the next 3 days. My job is to offer you guys vibrational experience. And so who here would agree that your thoughts and feelings affect your outlook in life? Who here would agree that your thoughts and feelings would affect your outlook in your business? So you're the only one in control of vibration. That's one of the first things I learned in this journey. You can choose to have a okay vibration, or you can choose to have a great vibration. And I don't know about you, but I've watched myself do this over the years. Since something really nice happens to you, like you find a really pretty shirt or a nice pair of shoes, and you're all like, love it. You step out and somebody says, oh, I love your shoes. And you're like, yeah, I got them on sale. And so you downplay, even though you just really love them. You're not like, yeah, aren't they great? I just got them. No, I got them on sale. They were really cheap. And so you downplay your excitement. And I just wanted to share that one little example with you, because where else do we do that in our life? You know, excuse me, we get successful in our business. Somebody says, oh, you're doing really great. Oh yeah, but I forgot to do blah, 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 blah. So it's helping us stay in that positive vibration. That's what I want to share with you today, and how to do all that. So now, Denise, you can put up the slide. This is our goal for today. I'm so excited to share this with you. So this is the goal. We generically picked a goal. Tomorrow you'll pick your own goal. And so could everybody just say this out loud? I allow myself to feel great, and I have my life go well all the time. Okay, all together. I allow
myself to feel great
and have
my life go well
all the time. Now check in with yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, how much you feel that vibration in your body. 10 is like, oh yeah, that's easy. 1 is never going to get there. So just write down a scale of 1 to 10 on how you feel about that. And also check in what's going on in your body when you make that. Are you fidgety? Are you kind of got anything going on in the stomach or the throat? Just check in with your body senses. So now I know you've heard about the 5 senses. What are they? You want to take them off mute, Denise?
You know what? I think they have to do it themselves. I don't think I have master control. So we have some people posting in the chat. Very good.
Ears, so you have hearing.
Unmute is in your top right corner. You have to push on the 3 dots first.
They got hearing.
There we go. We have smell.
Smell.
Vision.
What was that?
Bonnie?
Either sight or vision. I think Julie said vision, I said sight, or vice versa.
Touch.
Touch.
Smell.
Smell and taste, right?
Taste.
Yeah, so those are the 5 that we're familiar with. The 2 that not many people think about is our perception of light and color, which comes through the brow chakra, and thought, which we implement already with stating a positive affirmation. So this is all brought to us through the chakra system. That's how I organized my Essence of Sound book, is taking people through the 7 vibrations of the 7 senses. So the root chakra is the primal sense of smell. The sacral chakra next is taste. I mean, when you taste something yummy in your mouth, don't you want to just like move your hips around? The solar plexus is what we see with our eyes. The heart chakra is touch. We can touch somebody without touching them, can't we? Through our heart. The throat chakra is about sound, hearing. The brow chakra is, I just shared it with you,
Light and thought.
light and color. Think
That's
about
really
in
light and color.
Think about the ancients when they wanted to punish someone, they would send them to the dungeons where there was no light. That was a sentence of death.
Mm.
That's the pineal gland. And then the crown chakra is thought, like you said, Rose. So I'm going to take you through those 7 senses, 7 vibrations of the 7 senses with your new goals. So get yourself nice and comfortable. Take a good breath in. And Denise, would you put the statement back up again?
You betcha.
So when you allow yourself to feel great and have your life go well all the time, what are you smelling? Swoosh your tongue in your mouth. What are you tasting when you allow yourself to feel great and have your life go well all the time? So now project yourself above yourself as if you were your higher self, looking down upon yourself. Who do you see? Are you inside, outside? Look down on your feet. Is there anything on your feet? Are you touching anything? Anything in your hand? What's the sense that you get around you? Are you touching anything? Holding anything? What sounds are you hearing? When you look around, do you see color or feel color anywhere?
Mm.
What do you know for sure? Now check in completely and just get a sense of that person that's allowing themselves to feel great and have their life go well all the time. If your eyes are closed, softly open them, let a little bit of natural light come in. And now look at the screen on the computer and state aloud to yourself, I allow myself to feel great and have my life go well all the time.
Myself to feel great and
Feel
have
great.
my life
Have my
well
life go well
all the time.
Now check in with that number from 1 to 10. How do you feel about this statement now? How does your body feel different than when you first thought about this statement? So maybe in the chat, put your first number and then your second number. So Kim, you went from 6 to 9, 8 to 9, first 8 and then 9.5. Would we all agree that there was change?
Mhm. Definitely.
So think about back in the day when they said all you had to do was state the affirmation and repeat it 1,000 times and it'll come true. Can you see where they were missing 6 out of 7 opportunities to help support our goals and desires? Did you have any realizations in that moment that you'd like to share? Anybody? Okay, well, tomorrow you'll pick out your own goal. I'm doing the right work, right on.
Yeah, you're doing great, Evelyn.
Oh,
Can-
sorry,
I-
I'm reading the chat. It says, one of the participants says her awareness was, I'm doing the right work. And I went, I just got it right.
Yes, she does. And you're doing great, but I can't hold myself in anymore. I need to barge in. Is that all right with you?
Okay.
I seriously, like, I've worked with you before, but this visualization was so cool at the end when you said, are you noticing anything? And I literally felt this pulsing going on from my core. It's just really nice. It feels good. And I want to invite everybody to think about the parameters we have in our life. Like, you operate in this homeostatic system. So sorry, sometimes I use big words, but you hang out a lot of the time in that. I allow myself to feel good. This is usually the low point. Sometimes I go lower. This is the high point. And every once in a while, like, woohoo, I get that new dress, a new pair of shoes. And then you do something to bring yourself back down into that little channel. And you may have been living in this narrow channel. And with this goal statement for today that we had the group integrate towards and balance towards, it's about allowing yourself to get that channel to go bigger before you feel you got to dive back in. Because some people will create drama in their life. They'll pick a fight, or they talk down to themselves to get them out of that. Woohoo, I'm feeling so great. And they're like, well, wait a minute, I this is weird. I should feel this great and allow myself to feel so great all day and all tomorrow. So this is a very, very powerful clearing we hope we've led you through, and that you're learning that by doing this, bringing in the 7 senses on any goal that you have, even if you go nowhere else with us, but on your path, you remember to add to a visualization by hearing and seeing and sensing and tasting, feeling and being in it, and seeing yourself there with what it is, the goal in hand. This is a very, very, very powerful mind-bending experience. And we know that there's countless other methods to support self-growth, right? How many of us have had our chakras balanced in this room? How many people have had the tapping stuff? Right? Many of us practice tapping. How many of us use positive affirmations? Right? And you could say a positive affirmation until the cows come home, but your unconscious mind doesn't believe you until you cause a shift in whatever aspect that's been blocked. You need to create the shift before then that positive affirmation actually is doing the work it was supposed to do, that you were told back in the 70s would do the work for you. So, you know, until you say it, it kind of sounds like a lie. So you have to shift, and then it's very powerful. So maybe the missing piece has been not knowing about the power of harnessing all your senses. So I invite you again to affirm that statement. I allow myself to feel great and have my life go well all the time.
I allow myself to feel great and have my life go well all the time.
And now watch out for and celebrate the magic that's going to start happening because of today's shift.
Thank you.
Tomorrow, we're going to show you an even easier and faster way to do all this. But in the meantime, Evelyn, can you summarize for us what you led us through today?
Well, this is just a setup, you know, for tomorrow, because tomorrow we're going to work with the sound essences. And by having the experience of embodying the 7 senses, you'll get a better indication of what really is happening with the sound essence. Even though it's the vibration of sound in the bottle, there are 7 vibrations that affect the 7 senses in each one of those bottles. And it's all organized to support 5 different energy systems: the meridians, the chakras, the auric field band. Some of you have not worked with the electromagnetic field. It's also called the toroidal field. And then we're working in the 5th dimension with the hologram. And so we're going to tell you lots more about that tomorrow. We'll actually work with the meridians, the chakras, and the auric field tomorrow to balance the goal that you're going to bring, your own personal goal. And there's a little bit of an art of goal setting. And so I will work, depending on how many we've got, well, I guess we've got you guys tomorrow. So I can rework the goal for you to move from that static goal into that goal that makes you want to flutter off and make it happen. So we'll play with the goal setting, and then we'll work with the sound essence to shift that vibration. So intention plus the sound essence vibration will support you in your manifesting. So Denise asked me to summarize, and so we all have vibrational interpreters, and that was the whole purpose of today, was sharing with you that our bodies are set up already to pick up these vibrations. All we need to do is harness them. And so your nose interprets vibration because you have, or your nose interprets vibration, therefore you have the sense of smell. So I'll take it from the bottom and go up again. So your mouth interprets vibration, therefore you have the sense of taste. Your eyes interpret vibration, therefore you have the sense of sight. And your heart your skin interprets vibration. I'm sorry, moved on to the chakras in my mind. Your skin interprets vibration, therefore you have the sense of touch. Your ears interpret vibration, therefore you have the sense of sound. Your pineal gland interprets vibration, therefore you have the sense of color and light. And the pineal gland is so very important. I probably should finish my thing, but I got a segue here, is that we actually can sense light if we are blind. That's how important it is for our bodies to pick up the vibration of light. And some people that are blind can see color as well. It's called an eidetic ability. So even if your eyes are closed, you can still sense whether it's day or night, and that's important. And then finally, your brain interprets vibration because you have the sense of thought. So tapping into all 7 of your senses supports you in your energy field to pick up the vibration that's available to us from the universe. And that's what I wanted to recap for you today.
Evelyn, we've done so well at staying on time. We actually have time maybe to allow this group to choose a short, easy goal for themselves and lead them through the exercise again. Would that work for you if we did that?
Has somebody got a goal in mind that would be willing to be a candidate that we could work with at the time? Oh, I got a hand. All right, let's make it happen. Go ahead, Kim. What is it that you'd like to have that you don't already have?
Well, I discovered that I have a fear of success, so I'd like courage in
Okay.
success.
Have you ever met anybody that you thought had courage in success?
I've met several actually.
Well, tell me some of their qualifying characteristics that you admired.
Believing what they do regardless of the naysayers. Not taking no for an answer. Just being grounded with who they are.
All right, you just set up your own goal. That was so great. So if you knew that whatever you did, because it comes from the heart space, that's your intention, that's what you're doing, could you do anything wrong?
No.
No. Have I got time for a quick story?
Yes, you do.
This is kind of new. So I have some cousins in Holland, and there's 2 particular cousins I really wished I could communicate with them, but they are daft in the sense that they're not interested in learning any English. And so I can understand when they speak slowly to me, but I haven't got the vocabulary to communicate back to them. So I'm thinking I want to learn Dutch. So I'm on Babbel. And so my parents are both Dutch. So I grew up with it as a little girl, so my ears can hear it, especially at Christmas time. I know exactly what everybody's getting for Christmas, but I can't articulate. I don't have the mouth and the tongue and everything to do it properly. So I decided to learn Babbel. So when I get through the first lesson, it's all about him and her and articles like the dishcloth and a face cloth and a tea towel and a shirt and a dress, and I got all that. So now we're getting into sentences where you need to, what do they call it? Conversation sentences. And there was this word. I mean, I did the whole lesson, but there was this one word. I couldn't say it. I couldn't read it. I didn't understand it. Every time I'd hit the button to reiterate what the Babbel author was saying, I would get it wrong. And I thought, okay, this is interesting. So finally, I go to my folks' pretty regularly. So my dad, I don't know, intuitively said, how's your Dutch coming? I said, thanks for asking. I said, could you please tell me what this word means? And I try to say it. He says, never heard of that word before. And I says, well, here it is in my thing. I'll spell it out for you. Oh, that word. It was, I'm sorry. He said, you would have never have heard that in your upbringing. And my partner even accuses me of saying, he says, you never say sorry. And I said, oh, I didn't even realize I didn't do that. So I said to Dad, I said, so why did you never say sorry? Like, why did we not have that vocabulary in our upbringing? He says, because I've never done or said anything that I was sorry for. And I kind of was taken aback by that. But if you knew my father, you would know that he was genuine in everything that he did. And if you took his words in a different way than he meant it, it wasn't his problem. So state your goal again, please, Kim.
Does this work?
There we go.
I liked what she said. I am grounded in who I am.
Allow
The,
myself
the,
to
the
feel
courageousness will come.
grounded in who I am. I allow myself to feel courageous and grounded in who I am. I like that.
Okay. Well, we can use that. Can use that for tomorrow. Now, Kim, say, I am grounded in who I am.
I am grounded in who I am.
Now check in with both of them. You can pick whichever you like.
I like how I'm grounded in who I am.
Okay, so write that down. That's for tomorrow.
Well, why can't we do it now?
Give her a balance right now. I was going to get goal setting for all the others in the class, or you want me to do something different?
Maybe I need to just expand my thought thing. Can we lead the whole group with another 7 senses activation? And maybe we can all benefit from working on this statement. I feel grounded in who I am. Would people like to all get led through that? Another quick little round of activating the senses?
All right, so this is what makes us a great team, because I'd like to just check in with the rest of the group. There's five participants. Is there anyone that would like a different goal than I am grounded in who I am? Min Kwa.
What's interesting is, okay, so let me just say, so it's about the feeling of I am confident in my expansion.
Okay.
That is another one that's like grounded, but it's the outwardly one. Like it's like both.
Okay. So what I'm hearing you say is that you're tippy-toeing into something and it's getting bigger than you, and you want to stay with it as it gets bigger and bigger. Am I getting the right idea?
It's that I want to be comfortable feeling as big as I can be, because there's moments where, like, for instance, over the weekend till now, my energy's been like through the roof and everything. I literally woke up feeling I'll be happy to die because I am content with everything. But that's the fault that then I start noticing, oh, am I being annoying? Is my energy, because it's so big that
Okay,
I
well,
can feel, yeah.
hold tight. Too much
Yeah.
for me to like.
Yeah.
So there's like, I still got the left brain tracking. So I am comfortable in my bigness and my expansion in, yeah, got it, Rose? What?
Let me try. I'm grounded in expansion. How does that feel?
Oh, sorry, one more. And present?
Mm.
Would that be okay? All right, so we've got two great statements. And let's go through the exercise then. Will you pick which statement you'd like, or if you've got one for your own self, then state it out. Well, just mute everybody. Yeah, state it out loud for your own self. And then put your hand up when you stated it. Okay. Check your life energy on your own self, like feel where you feel it in your body. Give it a number between 1 and 10. How you feel about it. How comfortable are you with that goal? Are you ready? All right. Sit back, relax. Give yourself a good breath in. And what are you smelling when you're having the experience of what you've just stated? Don't write anything down. Just go through the experience. Just really enjoy this and just feel it with all of your 7 senses. Just smell. Give a good sniff in. What are you smelling? Swirl your tongue around in your mouth. What is the taste? And imagine your soul self lifting off and going just above your head and turning around and looking down at you. What is your soul self seeing? What's she wearing? Where is she? What's she doing? Is anything touching you? Are you touching anything? Are you brushed up anything? Is there anything in your hands? If you were to turn your head from side to side, what are you hearing? What colors are surrounding you? Maybe it's dark. Check in with the mind chatter. Check in with the all-knowing. What do you hear? What are the words spoken to you? What do you know to be true right now? And when you're ready, let the light come into your eyes. If your eyes are closed, gently open them. Settle in with your new sensation. Feel it, drink it in. And when you're ready, look at your paper and state your new mantra, affirmation, goal. Give it another number between 1 and 10 and just check how it's different than when you first thought about it. and write those two numbers in the chat. Nice. Okay, I'd like to hear back from my two goal setters. So Kim, how was that?
Really good. Really good.
Are you ready to accept success now?
Absolutely. The whole energy shift was like, whoa. Was almost like a ride. I could literally feel the shift in energy. It was cool. Very cool. Thank you.
And Min Kwa in 5 sentences.
I feel grounded and I'm happy to expand and stay there. Thank you.
What were your two numbers? Oh, 4 to 8. Got it. Very good. Julie, what were your two numbers?
I put 6 to 10.
Wow. What was your experience?
When I started, I felt kind of scattered, and 6 might have even been a little high, but with the other one we did too, I just had this feeling of oneness and connection with everything. And for kind of a recluse, that was amazing for me. I don't feel oneness and connection with a whole lot of things. But now I do. That felt really good. It was pretty amazing, actually.
Will you come tomorrow for when we offer that in a bottle?
Yes, and maybe I have one of those bottles. I probably won't be here Thursday, but I'll be here tomorrow.
We'll collect the Thursdays and do another day for you guys. It looks like. How about you, Bonnie? Have you got any sharing?
Yes, what I found was just to your voice, number one, and walking us through it was very comforting. It's like being enveloped in a warm blanket. And my goal is to do that on my own over and over again for myself. Yeah. I enjoy being in the group like this. And then what I'm hoping and envisioning is that I can do this on my own when I am with a client, and just being all that grounded in who I am and what I share. Just be very grounded so that they're comfortable too, you know. And it's just, so that's my goal too. And that leads to my success when I'm grounded and share. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Denise, for inviting me to this. I'm really enjoying it. I can't wait to look for tomorrow.
Good. I'm good. Hope you'll be here. And Rose?
I am very happy to report that when you said, and what do you know for sure? I don't usually get much in clarity for the I knows. This one was, I'm always safe. It was as if somebody spoke it aloud, and it was fantastic. So thank you.
Sorry, I'm so connected with Rose, and I just felt that right here in my heart, and I was like, I got tears coming inside.
Yeah,
but
it was pretty big.
Yeah, that's really great.
Nice.
Thank you.
Beautiful shares, everyone. Absolutely beautiful. Evelyn, would you mind if I drop the summary of the 7 senses in the chat in case people would like to take that home with them today?
You bet.
Well, there's a bonus, especially because Bonnie kind of alluded to it. Woohoo.
That's a quote from Hicks, Esther and Jerry Hicks, that was in their book, and they stopped at the 5 senses. So Well, Evelyn always has to put her own twist on things. So the pineal gland was included. You could see that was a bit clunky compared to the rest of it, but it's so untrue. And the brain. So I added those to Jerry and Esther Hicks, and I checked in with them. They didn't mind.
So gang, before Evelyn wraps anything else up, I would love for you to make a note that you have some homework or some home play for this evening. What aspirations do you have for yourself? So please show up for tomorrow's session with a short sentence or what you would call a goal that describes this desired aspiration that will support you as a soulpreneur. Sound good? And you're going to get an energy balance that is going to affect you on 3 dimensions. You don't live in a 2D world, so your goals shouldn't either. And I'm done for today. I'll let Evelyn take us out, and we're here for a few more minutes if you want to ask any more questions. And remember, last thing, if you'd like to post our graphic, it's in the chat, and or I can put it back up on the screen for a minute if you ask me later. But seriously, we'd love your support in promoting the new wonderful service that we're offering, and hopefully intriguing people that want to do it too. Nice to meet you all. I'm going to say goodbye for today, and Evelyn, wrap it up.
I feel all yummy inside. So thank you everybody for coming. These are all my favorite people. And yeah, I feel really blessed that you're here with me on my journey, and I'm hoping I can support you on yours. How do you do that?
Oh, yeah.
So
All
here
right.
we go. Valentine's hearts for today.
I have a question. It's a technical question. How do I get the graphic and that last thing you posted?
Hang on a second, Julie. I'm going to dismiss the group for anyone that needs to scoot on to their scheduled day. And we will stay here to answer all the questions. So if you need to leave, thank you so much for coming. And we'll get that graphic to you right away here in 2 seconds, Julie.